Hello, thanks for tuning in to Tips on Teens. My name is Kent Toussaint, licensed marriage and family therapist, here to answer your parenting questions every Wednesday at noon. Thanks for sending your questions. We love them. If you have questions you want to send us, you can email us at tipsonteens@teentherapycenter.com, or you can direct message us right here on Facebook. Here is this week's question. My daughter just started 9th grade at a new school. She was just in a small private school before and now in a public high school, a big public high school. She is crying all the time and says that she can't make friends. She had lots of friends at her old school. We can't send her to a private school anymore because it is too expensive. What can we do to help her fit in? First, my heart goes out to this girl. It's a tough transition what she's going through. We've all been through some kind of transition like this in our lives, and it's tough, especially when you're 14. It's also tough for the parents. I'm going to get into the parents, but first I want to talk about this girl and her experience and how to help her. First of all, like I said, this is the biggest transition she's probably ever had in her life. She came from this, small community, and small private schools, in a sense, are a series of overlapping communities that all kind of connect. So you kind of know everybody. When you go to a big public high school, 4,000 to 5,000 kids, it's a series of small communities that don't necessarily overlap. So it can be overwhelming to a new kid in a new school where they don't know anyone. And so that's a big struggle for her. She also, the email said, she had a lot of friends at the old school. So there's probably a lot of fear of missing out. She's a lot of grief and sadness and loss that she is now losing that community. And that's a big deal. So how do you help her? Before you start giving her solutions or trying to solve the problem, just empathize with her. Just put your arm around her, let her know you understand, be there for her, be the shoulder for her to cry on. Because once that emotional need is met, then we can start trying to fix the problem. Because emotional problems require emotional solutions. Right now, she has an emotional problem that she's trying to deal with. She's trying to cope with these big emotions. Once she's settled down and more at ease, then we can start trying to solve this problem. First, I would want to encourage her by giving her agency and asking her, hey, how have you tried to make friends? What steps have you taken? And she may say, I don't know, nothing. She may say, I tried to talk to these people, they wouldn't talk to me. Whatever she says, just listen to her, understand, show her empathy, show her you understand. Once she feels you're understanding, you can then start talking about school clubs, activities like sports or choir or stage crew for the play, or whatever it is. Then again, it doesn't have to be the most amazing thing in the world. It just has to be something that she can go and talk to people. I also advise you talking to her school counselor, because there's going to be a lot of other kids in your daughter's same position, feeling left out, feeling alone, feeling like they don't know how to connect with people, and that school counselor may be able to connect some of these people together. And again, with clubs and all these organizations, many of them don't start until a few weeks or midway through the semester. So it's important to start working on getting that together now. We can also help her connect with her old friends on weekends. I think it's important. She doesn't want to just be ripped away from those friends. But we also don't want her to lean on those friends so much that she's not stretching her circle in her new school as well. So that's a balancing act. Now I want to talk to you, the parents, and how to help you, because this is going to be a difficult transition for you as well. You say in the email that you can't continue with the old school because it's too expensive. And I get that. And that's a really tough thing for parents to go through. There's a lot of guilt for some parents because they've created this great environment, but now they have to change it. Not because of anything anyone did, it's just the fact of life. Budgets are budgets, and we have to respect those. And I'm sure there's a lot of guilt and sadness on the parent's part. And when she complains and cries and gets mad at you, it's easy to touch on those feelings you have, and it may create some panic or anger inside of you. And it's important that you are aware of that, so you don't inadvertently and unconsciously lash out at your daughter for these things. And this can happen if you're not aware of your own feelings. So make sure you, as the parents, are reaching out to your community, your friends, your siblings, your therapist, whoever that is. Make sure that you are understanding your feelings, you're expressing them, you're getting them out. So when your daughter is upset and is blaming you and is getting mad at you because you guys can't afford the school and all her friends can, that you are still grounded and you're not taking it personally, because it's really not about you. It's really about her sadness and her grief. But she's struggling to deal with it because she's 14 and she's not an adult and she doesn't have an adult brain. So it's important that, again, take care of you so you can take care of her. Anyways, that's our question for today. Keep them coming. Again, if you have your questions, email us at tipsonteens@teentherapycenter.com or direct message us right here on Facebook. We love hearing from you, and I'll see you next week taping from our new office week. We're finally moving. Hooray! So tune in next week, Wednesday, 12 o'clock. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.